The Spanish media have begun depicting the village of Castellar in northern Andalusia as a hotbed of racism. Rosa Fajardo is one of the few people here who are willing to speak about the night that changed everything in Castellar. The son of a man known as One Eye, she says, had been having trouble with Spanish youths. Then events spiraled out of control.
They wanted to kill the one-eyed one. He fled with his family to my brother-in-law's house across the way. The mob couldn't get to him at his house, so they vented their rage on my brother-in-law's house. They were there from 10 in the evening till 6 the next morning.
A mob of more than 150 rioters roamed the streets. They threw stones at the homes of Roma and were reportedly armed with Molotov cocktails. Police are still patrolling.
They wanted to burn down my son's house with my son, his 8 children, and his wife inside. Only the police prevented it.
The mob kicked down this door, one of the few visible traces of violence left. Most houses are barricaded. Spanish and Roma live right next door to each other in Castellar. The Spanish children still play on the street.
The night when they smashed the gypsies' houses?
Yes, what happened on that night? What did you see?
A lot of people came, including the police.
And were you afraid?
No, I was glad.
And why is that?
I wanted them to send the gypsies away.
How would you like it if you were sent away?
It won't happen to me.
What did the grown-ups say?
They said gypsies out.
The town's administration doesn't know what to do. The mayor is still in shock. When he took office a year and a half ago, he says, he wanted to tackle the growing problem between the Roma and the Spanish.
We had an integration plan for the Roma community in Castellar. These plans are for villages and cities in Andalusia. There were conflicts between the Roma and the Spanish inhabitants, but they were usually about petty things, fistfights or problems with the children in school. Some youngsters stole other kids' cell phones. The Roma kids have no roots, and they live in misery. That's why there were these scuffles. But I never thought it would come to this.
But many of the Spanish villagers think it was high time to get tough.
There's no racism here. Do the gypsies make life difficult for us? Yes. But racism? No.
They robbed the children and the old people here. That's all I know.
If the authorities did their job, the gypsies would be gone.
Emilio Fuentes also thinks the authorities have failed. He has founded a citizens' initiative for more security in the village. But he says no one was chased away.
Some of the Roma have left. They were afraid of their own people's vengeance. They weren't afraid of the Spanish villagers. The following day, the first families began to return. And now they're here and there is no problem. Those who have not returned have something to hide, that's obvious. We didn't drive anyone away, they just left.
Emilio Fuentes has collected 1,500 signatures just to be sure. In a village with a total population of just 3,800, he says that's practically everyone. Even though they still set up their stands on market day and Spanish villagers come in droves to buy their wares, the Roma have few friends in Castellar. Everything might appear to be normal here, but the mistrust remains.